we're almost seeing the balance shift from a focus on that 30-second ad to the opportunities to create content inside the kind of brand's world. Yeah. Ryan, what do you think of this whole thing?
I think it makes sense, right? Budgets are getting tighter, so doing these big blowout shoots in the Maldives or wherever you go, that just doesn't seem tenable anymore. It doesn't seem like a valid use of the money that marketers do have. I think beyond that is like the traditional ad is not hitting anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like consumers are tuning this stuff out. They know an ad when they see it. So you have to have content. You have to have stuff that feels authentic, that feels like this is entertaining me. I mean, it's sort of like a Trojan horse, right? You need to kind of get the content in there, and then it's a commercial, so to speak, but not really. I feel like I'm surprised that this hasn't been the trend for longer, to be honest.
Yes, that it is really finally taking hold enough for us to be kind of carrying it. But I completely agree with you. One thing I found really interesting.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
For the entire history of influencer marketing, especially when they've been working with brands, is we've seen the brand go out into the influencers world. And that's worked in some cases, not been so great in others. I really like the idea of bringing the influencers into the brand's world.
Yeah.
The idea of letting them play around in something that you've created the environment.
Right.
You've put your branding, your vibe, your feel, what you want to convey, and now you're letting for authentic human playtime within that. There's something there. I think they got a stew going. So that is something I'm going to keep an eye on.
A delicious stew. Here's a question for you.
Go ahead.
So you're a rising star of OnScope. When do you become an influencer? Like, what is the line between personality and influencer?
Jeepers.
And I know we have micro-influencers and all this, but that's kind of what makes the question interesting.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Are you an influencer now? I mean, you were down there at B2B Masters. You were being recognized by some of the attendees.
That happened. We were quoted on stage at a national industry conference. People are using that OnScope at ana.net to reach out to us, and we love you for it.
Yes, we do.
That's a really interesting question.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe when brands start sending me a lot of cool, free stuff with no expectation in return.
Yes, hint, hint, hint.
Let me run that back. When people start sending me cool, free stuff, maybe that's when I become an influencer.
Hint, hint, hint.